hello and welcome back to another video. So in this video we are going to create this viral shadow effect. It is a really cool effect because it creates the illusion that the scene was created in 3D, but actually it is not, because it is created in like 2D using the images of the shadow and a little bit texture on the background. So today we are not only going to create one but two variants of the effect. So the first one will be a simple one, you can use it anywhere you want. It will be an image template kind of, and the second one will be kind of advanced, but it also looks good. So yeah, and today, thanks to the weather, I am not really frying myself because it was raining this morning. So yeah, the weather is kind of cool, but it is still hot. So without any further delays, let's just dive into it. So for creating the first version, we are going to use Photoshop. Come to Photoshop, create a new project. You can also use Canva if you want. The process is pretty simple. So create a new project. I'm going to choose a 4K width and height ratio because I edit my videos in 4K, so that is why. Even if you edit in 1080p, creating a 4K image will be always good because the quality will be great. So quickly create that, and then I'm going to add. You can follow step by step from here if you are using any other software like Canva. So I'm going to add a solid, and I'm going to make it the color of my brand, but remember the color code. So yeah, this is the layer. So first of all, we'll need to add a texture to the background to look it like a wall, or you can also use any other texture that you want. You can make it look like a table or like any other texture, and then search here wall. So as you can see, you'll find many textures here. The brick one, a kind of rough one. So I really like this texture, so I'm gonna use this texture only. So I'm going to download it. I've already downloaded it, so I'm gonna just import it from here. Let's just resize so it fits the whole image. Then what you're gonna do is go to the blending mode and set it to multiply, and as you can see, the image is starting to look like a wall. You can also decrease the opacity if you want. Let's just go with 80. 80 looks good. Finally, we are going to add the real sauce, which is the shadow texture. Don't worry, I have already dropped the link of the texture file, the shadow PNG file in the description, so you can download it after watching the video. Just grab this one and I just quickly rotate it to fit the image 90 degrees, and just resize it so it fits properly. Now you can use it like this, but I like to decrease the opacity because it looks kind of I would say overpowered. So I'm just going to decrease around 50 to 55. Looks convincing enough. So yeah, and I'm going to just increase it a little bit so it gives more space to the text. Yeah, now you have created a image or a template, so you can use it anywhere you want. I'm just quickly going to export it and export it as a PNG. After that, what we'll do is go to Premiere Pro and then import the image that we just exported, and then just drop it here. You can extend it if you want, and then I'm gonna write, and I'm going to just modify the text as always. If you're using the shadow effect, there is like no other option. You have to use a black text effect because again you have to make it look like the whole scene was created in 3D. So you'll select the black text effect and increase the size. Let's go to any, and then what you're gonna do is come to effects control, opacity, and decrease the opacity to around like again 90 to 95. So yeah, I would say 98, just a little bit to match it with the background. So this is how the image will look. Now we are going to animate the text. So we'll go a few frames forward. Let's just quickly go to the presets tab. By the way, if you're looking to save hours of time in video editing without sacrificing the visuals, you can check out the presets and hook pack. The link will be in the description. So I'm going to quickly add the slide up. Let's see how this works. So let's just apply another effect. I don't really like this. So I'm going to select and apply. Let's just apply this fade in slider. Yeah, this looks pretty good. You can leave the video like this, but I'll add one more, kind of interesting effect. I'm doing it first time. Let's just see how it works. So I'll import adjustment layer, name it whatever you want. Nah, man, Premiere Pro's pop-ups. Yeah, so we are going to add an adjustment layer, and then we are going to add smooth zoom in. Yeah, that looks good. And by the way, let's just add it. We have to adjust the text a little bit, and then let's just see. As you can see now, the effect looks pretty convincing because the animation is applying to the whole scene. The shadow layers, the text layers are also zooming in at the same time. So it is a pretty convincing effect. So you can also change the effect, increase it to here, as you can see. Yeah, so that was the first version of it. Now let's just create the second version. So I'm going to trim it a little bit and then go back to the Photoshop and then just export the background with the texture. Import the image, and then we are going to also import the shadow overlay this time. Put it on the top and just quickly scale it to 100. This looks good. And then what we're going to do is simply go to the effects control and select the motion tab or whatever this is. As you will move your mouse on it, it will show this kind of option or cursor. So what you'll do is just move this circle to the corner of the scene. And now what we're going to do is come to the starting of the timeline and animate the scale and rotation properties, and then just move 20 frames forward or let's just move 5 seconds forward. Add the keyframes again. Now let's move back to the first keyframe, and then we are going to animate the rotation. So we are going to rotate it right here just a little bit, and then I'm going to increase the scale. Let's just see how the scale works. And you know what, just animate the position also. So I'm going to animate the position also, and then come here. Now the scene will look something like this. Now as you can see, it is already creating a kind of illusion that the sun is moving. So now we are going to spice it up a little bit more. So we'll select all the keyframes here and go to temporal interpolation and ease in, and then we are going to open each keyframe and just a little bit tweak the graph just a little bit. So up to right here, do the same with the scale, same with the rotation. So now the scene will look something like this. If you see this little bit of cutting right there, that will be managed, don't worry. Let's just move all the keyframes to the very end so it looks more convincing, as you can see. Now let's just apply the adjustment layer one more time. And no, first of all, before that, add the text. So I'm just simply going to duplicate it, and let's go and simply change the effect this time. So I'm telling you, this pack is no joke. I was literally procrastinating over creating this pack, and then when I created it, literally saves me hours of time in editing. And I'm not even kidding, you can see the effect of this right here. So I'm just quickly going to change the effect to slide up. Yep, let's just see. So, and then finally I'm going to add the adjustment layer. Yep, smooth zoom in. But this time we are going to select the keyframes and move it right here. Let's just see how this looks. Yes, sir. By the way, I'm creating this effect for the first time, and man, the experiment was worth it. Yep, this effect sells. So yeah, that is how you can create a worthy effect. Yep, this looks good. So as you can see, the text comes in, and then like even if you don't apply the effect, let me check how it looks without applying the effect. So yep, without even the text effect, this effect looks pretty good. Man, the adjustment layer just adds the next level 3D effect. This scene looks like it was made in Blender, and then the camera just zooms in, and the sun is also moving for some reason. Yeah, that is that was the effect that I was talking about. I don't think anybody is doing this right now, because this is literally I was thinking to create the video on the first effect, like this one. Yeah, because this was the effect that was going viral. But then I also thought, just before recording this video, I was like, I need to give some extra sauce, man. I can't leave you guys with the I would say without any uniqueness. I was thinking to try to move the shadows somehow, and then I did this. I'm literally not kidding. This was the first time I created this effect on camera. So as you can see the effect, how it looks. That is why you need to just keep experimenting with your workflow and with your creativity. That was it for this video, and then I'll see you in the next one. Let me know if you want me to just create more effects like this, or also decode some viral videos. I'm really trying to decode some viral effects online, so this was one of them. So let me know if you liked it or not, and I'll see you tomorrow. You can check out the presets and hooks pack in the description. As I said, I have recently updated the pricing according to the global market, so you can check it out. Yes, you'll also find the shadow PNG overlay in the description, so don't worry about that. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep creating, keep experimenting if you wanna do something like this. Peace out.